Hello everyone, Dan Savager here from MergeYourData, and today I am heated because I keep seeing things that are losing people money in ways that just I can't even fathom. And so I want to share an example of this and the impact that it could have depending on where you're at. Most companies that we work with, somewhere between 2 to 20 million, 2 to 30 million. So they're in that growth stage. And these little things are literally just putting weights on your ankles while you're trying to fly. And so let's just get into it. We came into this account, life cycle stages were used wrong. What's the big deal, right? It's just a life cycle stage. We talked about it and we're just going to leave it as is and not really worry about much else. And so I'm going to show you here with this spreadsheet and this screenshot where the life cycle stage, everyone is basically in this one life cycle stage and everyone else is, well, it's most people are in this life cycle stage. There are a few people in another one, a few that don't have a value at all. This is not how it should be. Life cycle stages are the lifeblood of your HubSpot account. Everything is driven off of life cycle stages. If you don't use them, it's going to be way, way harder to do anything productive, and you're just going to miss things. It's just how it is. It's how HubSpot was designed. Life cycle stages were built to be the furthest point in the customer journey that someone has gotten to, but that's not the point here. The point is that we have 3.15 million people in this life cycle stage. We don't know who's a customer just by looking at the life cycle stage. We went in there and figured out who was based off of associated records. But because of that, none of the marketing flows are set up correctly. There are not triggers going out to try to convert people. And so people are basically just coming into the CRM and nothing is happening. And so when we're looking at the number of non-customer contacts up to March 1st, because this was a March 11th video, these are the number roughly of non-customer contacts in the CRM. And as a growing company, they're getting more of these non-customer contacts every single month. This is for SaaS, and so it's a high volume. If we just estimate here off of this number of non-customer contacts, we're looking at a little bit over 300,000 for 3 months. If we just converted 1% of these people at a $20 a month subscription cost, this is the amount of MRR added each month. And this is a low conversion rate. You could probably get higher, right? In terms of ARR, this is the ARR that would be added. So nearly $1 million. Obviously, not everyone's going to stay. We know that. But we're just doing back of the napkin math to see how big of a problem this is. So you're talking about over a year's period of time, which this issue goes back further than that. And so the issue is closer to this amount of money. We're talking about over 400,000 in MRR and over $5 million in ARR if all these numbers are roughly correct. It will vary, right? But the simple issue of not having a life cycle stage defined correctly is costing this company this much money, which is great for us, right? Because we can come in there and help, and we will help convert these people. But this is how much the company has been missing out on with the contacts that are coming in. If you don't believe that life cycle stages are important, look at this table and just see how important of a topic this is. It's why in our first phase of working together, we go so deep into life cycle stages and lead statuses. We have conversations, we bring team members, your team members in to discuss their perspective on this, and then we break down the system, we define it, we build automations around it, and then we use that as the foundation. That's why phase one is called foundations, to go into all of the revenue plays that guarantee the growth. It is stuff like this over and over again that we see and can identify to get that growth. Now you can see if this company is making $2 to $3 million a year currently, ARR, if we come in here and fix this issue for them, you're talking about more than doubling the revenue with just a 1% conversion rate for non-customer contacts. This is how we can guarantee the 15% in 6 months, even though it's super conservative, but it's what we can guarantee that we get you, because oftentimes we'll come in and see this instead. And so now you're way beyond 15%, right? In 6 months, you're talking about $2.5 million added, so doubling the size of the business. The main thing to call out about this too is no one even recognizes it because they're growing and things feel good. Numbers are going up. You don't even pay attention to stuff like this. And so you're actually missing out on that true explosive exponential growth curve because you're having this nice linear growth curve instead. Or you might even be experiencing some form of an exponential growth, but you're just missing out still on all this. And so this is mind blowing. Like, this is always mind blowing to me to come in and see this type of stuff. Obviously, you just don't know what you don't know. You're running your business, things are going well. Why look into this, right? Maybe you're not a specialist in this area, and so you don't know what to look for. But pay attention to life cycle stages. It's a huge impact on how much you can grow because of exactly this reason. Once again, we see 3 million plus contacts in a single life cycle stage. And so they're completely missed by any nurturing campaign. They're not converting to customers because no one's ever contacting them. It's just a giant mess. If you feel like there is opportunity inside of your CRM to find things like this, or you're just wondering if there is, because this is an issue that you haven't heard about before, book a call. Link is in the description of the video. We've done this over and over again with clients. This is not the only thing that's part of Foundations. It is one of the things that's part of Foundations. Phase 2 of our process includes building on these foundations to run all the revenue plays to get that guaranteed growth. There's so much opportunity inside of your CRM already with the data like this that it could change the course of your business. Hopefully you got value out of this video. I'm Dan Saavedra from MergeYourData. Thanks for watching.